Ryan knew exactly what he wanted to order. He had repeated the sentence in his head at least 10 times. 1 cold coffee, please. Simple. Very simple. But when the cashier looked at him and asked, "What would you like to order?" his mind went completely blank. For a moment, Ryan just stood there, silent. The people behind him were waiting. The cashier was waiting. And the sentence he had practiced all the way to the cafe suddenly disappeared. Ryan was 22 years old. He understood English well. He watched English videos almost every day. He could understand movies without subtitles. He could read articles. He could even think in simple English sometimes. But speaking in front of strangers felt different, especially in public places, especially when people were listening. The cashier smiled again. "What would you like?" Ryan quickly looked at the menu, then looked at it again. Even though he already knew what he wanted, his heart was beating faster now. 1 cold. He stopped. The words felt stuck. The cashier leaned forward slightly. "Sorry?" Ryan felt his face becoming warm. Someone behind him quietly laughed. Another person smiled at their friend. Maybe it was not about him. Maybe it was. At that moment, it did not matter. It felt like everyone was watching. Ryan pointed at the menu. "That one?" The cashier nodded. A few seconds later, Ryan was sitting alone with his coffee. He stared at the cup. He had spent 15 minutes preparing one simple sentence, and still could not say it. Around him, people were talking comfortably. Some made mistakes. Some spoke fast. Some spoke slowly. But nobody seemed afraid. Ryan took a sip of his coffee and looked away. A familiar thought returned. My English sounds bad. After that day, he started avoiding situations like this. If his friends suggested a cafe, he made excuses. If someone spoke English unexpectedly, he answered with the shortest sentence possible. Little by little, his confidence became smaller. A few weeks later, Ryan visited the same cafe again. This time, he sat near the counter. While waiting, he noticed a delivery worker speaking English with a customer. The man's grammar was not perfect. His accent was strong. He made a few mistakes, but he kept speaking, calmly, naturally, without fear. The customer understood everything. The conversation ended with a smile. Nothing bad happened. Ryan watched carefully. After the customer left, he walked over. "Can I ask you something?" The delivery worker smiled. "Sure." Ryan hesitated for a moment, then asked, "Are you not worried about your accent?" The man laughed softly. "My accent?" Ryan nodded. The man looked around the cafe, then said, "Most people are busy thinking about themselves." Ryan stayed quiet. The man continued, "Customers care about getting their order. They do not care about my accent." Ryan thought about that for a moment. Then the man added one more sentence. "If people understand you, your English is already working." That sentence stayed in Ryan's mind all night. For years, he had been chasing perfect English, perfect pronunciation, perfect confidence, perfect sentences. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe he had been waiting too long. The next morning, Ryan made a small promise to himself. Every day, he would speak one English sentence in public. Not 10, not 50, just one. The first few days felt uncomfortable. Sometimes his voice sounded nervous. Sometimes he made mistakes. Sometimes he wanted to stop halfway through, but he kept going. One sentence, every day. Slowly, something changed. The fear was still there, but it was getting weaker. Then one evening, Ryan returned to the same cafe, the same counter, the same cashier, the same question. "What would you like to order?" His heart started beating faster again, but this time he did not look away. He did not point at the menu. He simply took a breath, then said, "1 cold coffee, please." The cashier smiled. Of course. That was it. No laughter, no embarrassment, no disaster. Just a normal conversation. Ryan picked up his coffee and sat down by the window. The cafe was exactly the same. The people were exactly the same. But something inside him had changed. For a long time, he thought confidence came before speaking. Now he understood the truth. Confidence comes after speaking, after the mistakes, after the nervous moments, after choosing to speak, even when fear is still there.